Okay, I'm just going to do a little video response to one of my new subscribers who asked me if I could give him any tips on bushcraft. I'm presuming it was bushcraft because that was the video he put his comment on. His name is Stephen. Seemed like a young fella, and so here we go. I would say the first and most important thing when you're in the woods, unless you own those woods or the land you're on, leave no trace. You know, you can build a shelter, just don't make it too big, don't be chopping down trees, just use what's lying around ideally, and when you leave, clear it away so nobody will know you've been there, and that way there'll never be a problem. And take your rubbish home, obviously. And as far as tools goes, you don't need all your fancy knives to start with. They're expensive, they're nice to have, but you don't really need anything like that. A small knife such as this, which you can get really cheaply in Army Navy stores and places. But I would start off with a small Stanley knife. This one, well, you can get cheaper than this, but this will do. And it's safe because the blade itself just pops out, and when you're not using it, you can put it retracted back into your pocket, so when you put it in your pocket, you won't cut holes in it. And the other thing I would say straight away would be to have a fire steel. And if you connect it either on your knife, like I have it, I always have it with my knife, or somewhere which you're always going to have with you some item. You'll always have with you, you'll always have a reasonable chance of it lighting a fire. Other than that, because they can be like a 5 of the fire steels, maybe, a small lighter. They're not 100% reliable, and but it's a start. If you want to light a fire, and never make a big fire. Okay, just no point, unless you want to signal an aircraft or something. Keep it small, so it's controllable and you can cook your food on it and it doesn't get out of hand. That's another tip. What else? Then, once you've got your knife, I would say have one of these. A simple little saw. It's probably better to start off with one of these than an axe or anything like that, because axes, you're swinging that around, you can do yourself more damage than anything else. But with this simple thing, and if they're really cheap, you can cut whatever you need if you want to have a go at making shelters and things. And you should never, I would never recommend cutting down anything that you can cut down with this. Ideal thicknesses would be stuff like this. You can make anything you want. It doesn't have to be a big, massive log, just small branches, small bits like this, and you can cut them off. You're not affecting the tree. The trees will keep growing, and you can make, well, the only thing you can make anything you like. It's only your imagination stopping you. And if you are going to make a shelter that you want to sleep in, and you don't want to buy a tent, although you can buy a really cheap tent just to start you off. But if you want to do it like in the woods and things, a simple tarpaulin like these things. Less than a $5. You can get camouflage ones, dark green ones and stuff, but these are going to be the cheapest. Perfectly good, waterproof. You can make a great shelter, and then at the end of the day, you just roll it up and take it with you. Clear away whatever trace there is of you being there, and that would be ideal. I don't know, I can't think of any other things to say. The bottom line is you've got to go out there and practice. Just go out there and have fun, and all your skills will improve the more you're doing, especially lighting fires. You start with a cigarette lighter or a match, work up to a fire steel, and then eventually get to a bow drill. And the secret of everything for lighting fires is to keep your wood dry, have some dry wood somewhere. And you just got to practice. There's no rush at all. Just keep practicing to have fun. That's it.